but we can repair this cable for you by cutting this off right here, and we'll rebuild the cable and put a new one right on top there. That's the start, and then we can even charge it. We can use the booster pack.
We'll see
to
how
get
much,
started.
how much it actually holds, huh?
You can almost take this off.
Yeah, huh? There you go.
Yeah, so the cable is really corroded. Yeah, we'll clean that off. Wire brush. Little basic 2-in-1 battery brush. So what we're going to have to do is cut this. We'll pull this off. We'll slice this back and get all the corrosion out, and just rebuild the cable right up to the top there and reconnect it.
So it's probably a good way down there. It's just the top part that's bad.
Yeah, let me get this first part taken out if we can. Cut it out a little more. I'm going to cut right over the rubber there. There we go. There's your cable. The cable doesn't look too bad.
No, it's pretty bright copper.
Looks like we might make it through. What did I lose? I lost a little red cap. It fell. We don't want that to heat up and melt on you. So let me finish cutting that off. And we'll trim it down.
A little extra copper oxide there.
There we go. Yeah.
Just a little.
Either a razor blade or something sharp. I can use this pair of channel locks for now to use as a pair of scissors to cut back this rubber to get it out of the way. We need to trim this back. We're gonna have. This is a 2-in-1 cable also, so we're gonna have to connect these two cables together.
Is that a GM thing? I remember you saying GM had the side posts, but this one doesn't, of course.
Yeah, this is the top post.
This is really a Suzuki with a Chevy name on it.
Let's see how much further we can cut this back. I'm tempted to cut the whole thing off just to get it out of the way, but I'll just slide that out of the way right there. And it might be long enough to be able to connect it to where we can just hook it right on without having to add extensions to this. So I'll get my
looks pretty good to me.
Cable strippers here. It doesn't. They're notorious for corroding a lot. They corrode right down the middle, like you saw. That I sell a lot of these to customers that need this all the time. Strip this off here. Doesn't look bad. Let me get my wire strippers. Go back a little further. It's going to pop out. There we go.
Yep.
I'm going to strip this one a little further back too, actually. There we are. Now we're going to put a positive terminal there. Red shrink tube, what we're going to do is cut a piece of this off like this. And we're going to use this red shrink tube down here, because that's your positive red. Then we're going to get the crimp tool. Here's our crimp tool. Now this is where you're going to come in handy.
Okay.
What we're going to do here is we're going to feed this down onto there, and then I'm going to set the adjustment on my crimp tool to the 1-gauge pink color coating. And what we're going to do is we're going to crimp here between these two lines, and then we're going to crimp there between those two lines. We're going to crimp the outside one first. All I got to do is just sort of hold it steady so
kind
it
of
doesn't
push it so it doesn't fly off.
Come out. Yeah. There we are.
Is this always a two-man job, or
Not
can
always,
it be done with?
Sometimes it helps to have the extra hand if the battery's in an awkward spot, like in this case. The battery's located towards the firewall. I want to make sure we have a good connection.
Interesting. Huh. That's a big crimp tool, all right.
We want to make sure that's in. It's a little loose still, so we're going to have to go down a little more. We want to make sure we get it. So I'm going to go down to the next crimp size. So for the most part, it's pretty much in there. Now all I got to do, I'm going to go down the next size down.
Okay.
There we are. more. Now that should be a good contact.
Yeah, that's tight.
That's tighter? Okay. Yeah, that's a good tight. Now all I have to do is melt this on with a heat gun and an extension cord. Hot too, I can feel it already. Woo! It melts down and it seals on there. And it emits a glue.
This is like Justin did on the wine bottles.
Tighten that down, get the right size wrench here. And you have yourself a new positive terminal cable to have a better connection on your
Woohoo!
cable. That's probably why it wasn't charging, but it was down pretty low. We're right now pretty